Hello everyone, I'm Yannis Kalafatis and together we'll learn more about the Mediterranean cuisine and diet. Today we will see how to make γαρίδο μακαρονάδα. It's really hard to say, but it simply means linguine pasta into a shrimp sauce. It's something that you can find all year round in Greece and especially in the taverns during the summer season. It's very popular because it's something really quick to make and you can enjoy it by the sea and it's just beautiful and very tasty. Now, two things. One, I will recommend you go to a fishmonger and get fresh prawns or shrimps, whatever you call them, with a head, the whole thing. That way you get extra flavor. And the other one is follow the recipe that will be down below in our description, the link for our website, where you can find other recipes, and we also have got a blog with photography. As you're down there, don't forget to click the red button, the red subscribe, and leave a like. Also share it with your friends so more people get to see it. Enough talk, so let's have a look. Okay, as we're preparing our ingredients and first the shrimps, make sure get the pot with water with heat on. So whilst we prepare that will be ready for our pasta. Okay. Now we'll get our gloves on because we're gonna be touching prawns. There are two ways to do γαρίδο μακαρονάδα. One is with making a stock in a separate pot and then you cook everything into a big pan, even the pasta. And the other one is the one we're gonna see. We're gonna cook our pasta separately and we're gonna make the sauce into the pan. Either way, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other ways, but these are the main ones. Okay, so here we've got our king prawns. Look how big those bad boys are and they're beautiful. They smell fresh, they're beautiful. Okay. Now we'll get those into our chopping board. We'll get rid of this paper. Now there's one thing that we want to do here. So I'm gonna pull the head and we're gonna keep the head onto the side. We will need it. We'll pull all the legs, we don't want them. Now, if you want, you can just clean it just by removing the shell, like so. It's very easy. I'd recommend you keep the tail though. That'll give extra flavor. Or if you want, you can just pull it. It should come out. As simple as that. So we're gonna keep it as well. So we'll do the same for all of them. Okay, here we've cleaned all of them. We've kept all the heads for the sauce and particular flavors that we don't want like that. We're gonna discard that. So here, as you can see, let me show you. Focus. All right. So here you will see a blue line. In other shrimps, it will be a different color, probably blackish. So this one you just want to remove it, otherwise when you're gonna cook it, it will be crunchy and unpleasant. So you can simply just press it, pull it. But if it doesn't come out, we'll do an incision next to it. There you go. And then we can try pulling it out again. If you want, you can use tweezers. That'll be fine. There you go. That should help. So if you cut exactly next to it, you should be able to remove it all at once. So that will be it. There you go. So here how it looks like, let me show you. Exactly, there you go. Okay, so here we have finally finished. We have cleaned all of our prawns. We've got our heads here for the sauce again. We're gonna switch our chopping board and we'll start preparing our veg. The water is still is nearly to a boil, so that's important. So we'll need some parsley. A little bit of time later, I'll cut it fresh from my garden, wannabe garden. And here I've turned off the stove with water because we're not gonna be using it yet. Talking a lot, so it's taking a while. Let's not forget the garlic, and we'll get a lot of olive oil as we do in Greece into our pan, and we'll switch on the heat. As you'll see the garlic, I don't like to chop it. You can do if you want. I like to crush it and add it as it is. And if you like to eat it, cooked is very nice. Alright, so our oil is hot, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop the heads because we wanna create the sauce and give this flavor. And then we're gonna share our the body, the one that we want to eat, right? Now here we need to be careful because the prawns, we just want to give a little bit of color and we will remove them immediately. They will be cooked later on in the sauce. Plus they cook super quick. If you overcook those, they'll become like rubber hard. So you just want to stir them really quick and then out. And there you go. And there you go. This is the color that we're looking. Then we're gonna remove them. And we'll finish the cooking later on with the sauce. Now we're gonna keep cooking the heads. We want to extract all the flavors from in here. And we'll go with our veg in. Now we're not far away at all, so I'm gonna switch back on the hot water, bring it to boil, add a little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil simply for the flavor. Now it is important here that you've got it on high heat. When it gets really hot, we're gonna get ouzo in to the glaze and add even more taste. And there we go. That's the moment. Now if you have a lighter, you can do flambe, but I have a sensor above me, so I don't wanna activate it. Now we're gonna keep on high heat. We want all the alcohol to evaporate. Okay, the ouzo is really nearly evaporated, so we're gonna add our linguine here. Make sure you spread them across the pot. There you go, perfect. So here what we're gonna do, we're gonna go in with our tomatoes. We're gonna add some tomato paste as well. You can cook off the tomato paste a little bit before if you want. That's a preference. And then we'll add the rest of our tomatoes. Go. Perfect, we'll boil a little bit more and then we'll remove the heads. It's important before we go further. But as we said here, it's very important you choose fresh prawns from your fishmonger because they will impact the flavor tremendously compared to the frozen ones. So it's definitely worth. Alright, so we will go ahead and we'll remove all the heads. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon here, then some oregano, a little bit of nutmeg, a bit of allspice, a careful touch, some extra jalapeno, so it's a bit, it gives a little bit of a kick. The green that we added, it doesn't give any, it's not strong enough. And finally a little bit of cayenne pepper, very careful. Okay, now what I will do, I've got some corn flour in here with cold water. It's about a teaspoon. Just because I want it a bit thick and it will be more pleasant to eat it with the pasta. And I'm gonna drop it in. That will come to a boil and it will thicken immediately. So what also we're gonna do is we're gonna add our prawns inside. We'll turn off our pasta. It's al dente at the moment. Alright, to finish the sauce, they're missing the herbs. And we're gonna add a little bit of butter and we'll leave it to melt. That will give a sightness to our sauce. Now, at the same time, we're gonna get here and chop some parsley. That's fresh from my little garden. The fresh is the best, the better. So we'll go straight into our sauce. And the last touch is some fresh thyme from our garden also. We're gonna give it a mix. That, as you can see, it has thickened a bit. There you go. And this, my friends, is how to make garido macaronada. You can do a little bit of less pasta, so you have a high ratio of prawns compared to pasta. But this is the way I like it. Feel free to adjust the recipe to your liking, but this is the idea for the ingredients. Let me know down below in the comments what do you think, or if there's another way that you make it. Thanks so much for watching. The link for the recipe will be down below in the description, which will lead you to our website, yanniskalafatis.com. We also have got other beautiful recipes and a blog with photography. As you're down there, make sure you click the red button, subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, other than that, have a beautiful day. Thank you.